In the vast majority of situations, assessments that were done in WebCT convert over very well into the desire to learn. There's actually very little that you will need to do to get those specific assessments converted. However, one of the things you will need to do is to recreate any sort of additional conditional release content. This would be selective release information that is in WebCT. So to do this, you'll access the assessments by going to the Quizzes option. You'll notice that all your assessments have been brought over into the current list. You'll have them broken out by current quizzes and past quizzes. In this case, I'm going to actually select the course navigation quiz. Now, when you look at the properties of this particular quiz, you'll notice a vast majority of options here. You have the restrictions, things that will control the attempts, and all the way in terms of layout and design and things like that. So you have a good amount of ways to customize how these quizzes are made available. So you'll probably want to go through and most likely look at to make sure that those are all still indeed what you want to have happen with that quiz. Now, in terms of your conditional release statements, if you're using these to make a quiz available to only students or only certain groups of students and things like that, all those items that had been programmed into WebCT were actually lost when they brought over into Desire to Learn, so you'll need to recreate those. That's by going and selecting the Restrictions tab within the Edit page of Assessments, and then going here and selecting Additional Release Conditions. Now, by doing this, you'll start by selecting the Create and Attach option. And you'll have a number of ways that you can make these exams or assessments available to students. You can do this anywhere from group enrollment to your students who are enrolled in groups, or all the way to scores on other quizzes and a variety of things that you can choose from. Each course is going to be very specific, and it's going to be contingent on how you as the faculty member want to address this. But you can see from this list there is a lot of different options to choose from. So for example, if I wanted to select a let's say a score on a quiz, you'll notice that I have a list of all my quizzes that will appear here. So I might choose Module 1 or something like that, and then I can define my criteria that I want to use. So let's say I want them to score at least greater than or equal to 80%. And so I'll go ahead and create that item. And you'll notice now that it has been listed on the release conditions area. Now, before you're done, you need to select the Save Quiz option, and then your release conditions have been attached, and you'll see them listed there within that particular section. So you'll want to do this for each of your assessment items that have conditional release statements associated with them. If you don't use them, then you can skip this particular step and move forward.